What are you going to do?
Okay, boys and girls, gather round. It's story time with the Reverend.
Well, you know, I never know what to talk about, so I just sometimes get impulsive. And tonight I'm talking about how I became a reverend. That's right. I was in rock radio for a good 7 years before I became Reverend Derek Moody. Before that, I was just plain old Derek Moody. Well, one day I was working at iRock Radio in Bloomington, Illinois, and my general manager, Patty Donsbach, says, Reverend. Well, she says, Derek, why don't you become a reverend? I'm like, huh? She goes, yeah, man, why don't you get ordained? You could be a reverend and call yourself Reverend Derek Moody. And so I'm like,
So you did that.
I did that. And I got ordained, and now I've done like dozens and dozens of weddings.
You know, the coolest thing ever, though, was when you had the mass wedding.
That's my story tonight.
Yeah.
How did you know?
Well, it was big news at the time.
Well, I did. I did a mass wedding down in Bloomington Normal, Illinois, and all of the news cameras were there, like ABC, CBS, NBC, Fox, all of them. And we did a mass wedding where 13 different couples legitimately and honestly signed up to be married, and we did it. It was held at a bowling alley. And we called the whole event Lover's Lane.
You don't get so many adjectives than that. That was just,
It's true. And we had each couple stand on a different bowling lane. And I stood in the front, and I was super nervous. This was my very first wedding in public ever. Well, my first one ever, period.
What a way to start out, man.
Oh, my God, I was so nervous, man. But I did it, and 13 couples were legally married in the state of Illinois. And since then, I have moved to Oregon, of course, and I've done weddings here, and I'm available. Anyway, my friends, that's the story. We did the mass wedding, and at the end of it, I said, you may kiss the brides.
Rock and roll weddings, man.
Yeah.
For real.
Now, I think it might be on the Church of Rock YouTube page. If you go on there, I believe you can watch the whole wedding ceremony.
It was awesome.
Thank you, Brother Rick, once again. And that is my story. We just thought we'd do a song that has to do with love, since that was a wedding story. It's love and rock. It's Love Me, Church of Rock on KSKQ. That does wrap up my story. Yep.